Our guest for today is Mr. B. Thiagarajan. He's the managing director of Blue Star Limited. This company is a very, very well known blue chip in the world of listed equities, a multi bagger over many, many years, and is in the business of commercial as well as residential air conditioning, supplies water purifiers, air purifiers, and is a very, very well known name in corporate circles when it comes to a very strong balance sheet, and two, a very, very phenomenal track record for multi-bagger gains. Mr. Thiagarajan, it is such a pleasure to welcome you, sir. You recently raised about 1,000 crore of rupees via a qualified institutional placement to about 41 very well-known global as well as local investors. Sir, how is the money going to be deployed? What are the plans for the next 2 years?
Good morning. It's a pleasure interacting with you. Yes, we completed the process for the QIP issue, totaling to rupees 1,000 crores. We have new investors as well as existing investors expanding their holding. We have new investors like Norges, Fidelity, Idea, and the existing investors, foreign, like First State and HSBC, have strengthened their position. And domestic investors like SBI, Kotak, HDFC, Nippon, Birla have invested. And in the insurance space, we have ICICI, Pru, HDFC, Life, and SBI Life coming in. The funds are going to be deployed for basically the growth. It is in the form of capex in manufacturing. As you're aware, we are growing faster than the market. We need to expand our manufacturing capacity. We had commissioned the first phase of Sri City in January 2023. We need to move ahead with phase two and phase three. And we are going to be expanding our commercial air conditioning manufacturing capacity as well over the next couple of years. Now, the second part is connected with the research and development related investments because the technology has been changing, and it is important for Blue Star to surge ahead with development of products that are meant for decarbonization and the energy efficiency. The third part of the investment is the working capital itself. Like you can imagine, we crossed rupees 8,000 crores of revenue. The 8,000 to 10,000, 10,000 to 12,000, 12,000 to 15,000 will happen in happen very fast. So therefore, the working capital need also will be there. The last bit is connected with the digitalization, both in the products and systems that we manufacture and for improving the customer experience itself. A lot of investments are taking place in the digital space. So broadly, this money is meant for funding our growth, for which we have the visibility.
Right. Mr. Thiagarajan, of course, yours has been a storied example of how long-term investors can make a fabulous amount of money if they hold to quality stocks, especially in bad times, and that's borne out by the kind of CAGR returns that Blue Star has come up with. While the stock has performed fantastically well, I'd like to take your opinion on why profit as well as top line have been stagnant over the past 1 or 2 years. You of course mentioned that this 1,000 crores will fund in future growth, but tell us why this stagnation came into profit as well as top line, just 2% rise in the past financial year, sir.
The top line has consistently grown. If you look at the FY21, FY20, FY21 was COVID impacted years. If you look at FY22 and FY23, our growth has accelerated. The year ended March 31, 2022 was a record year. Year ended March 31, 2021 also was a record performance in terms of profits. Now, the in terms of ROC, we have performed exceedingly well. The real issue is connected with the profit margins. Now, obviously, you need to invest in backward integration, localization in order to improve the margins. So we are in B2B business, which is connected with the electromechanical projects or commercial air conditioning, commercial refrigeration. We are in B2C products like room air conditioners. In B2B products, our clear focus is to improve our returns in on capital employed, and at the same time, in the product space, keep improving the margins, which can come through only the research and development, the innovation that we can do. And localization is a big driver in room air conditioners to begin with. For many years, you could manage the business by importing substantially from China, both in terms of logistics as well as the tariff, non-tariff barriers, and the policy initiatives of the government of India. We have to move towards making in India, and therefore you are beginning to see margin improvement in that space. So the top line growth is not an issue. India offers substantial opportunity for growing the top line. We are now investing basically in manufacturing R&D in order to improve our profitability. You saw that to an extent in the last financial year. You will continue to see that trend moving forward.
Very good morning, Mr. Thiagarajan. Sakshi this side, if you can hear me clearly. Many congratulations to you for celebrating the 80th year of existence for Blue Star. Just yesterday, I wanted to understand from you, remarkable company that you've had and you've built over the last few years. What is the vision for the company for the next 80 years, if you may say?
Good morning, Sakshi. Thank you for your compliments. The important thing is, one, this occasion helps us to reflect on the accomplishments that we had over the years. It is clearly with single-minded commitment of meeting the expectations of the stakeholders. So, to begin with, the customers, I think we thrive. The entire organization is focused on delivering a world-class customer experience. Now, as far as the investors are concerned, obviously the returns that we need to provide and have consistent growth. The immediate milestone is Blue Star Centennial, which will be 20 years from now, and that is broken into five-year periods. So the very first 5-year period, we have a visibility what we intend to do. In the domestic businesses, we need to grow faster than the market, and we will go ahead and make investments for in R&D and innovation and backward integration, so that we are world class in terms of products and technologies that we bring to the market. In the projects business, our focus is free cash flows. We are not chasing market share there. We will be selective. We will continue to be a superior project delivery or a solutions provider, and we will deliver free cash flows there. International footprint of Blue Star has been poor, and we are now investing in expanding our distribution footprint, deepening our penetration in the Middle East, North Africa region, and making entry in Europe as well as North America. And to this extent, we are this currently concluded QIP is going to fund. The entire organization is preparing for the next
Sure.
phase of growth.
Okay. Sir, I'll just ask you on, especially when you've been talking about, growing company with the funds that you've raised, where is the new CapEx coming in from, and, what are the products that you're going to be foraying into now? Are we going to see any new line of products from you?
If you ask me whether there is diversification into something, categorically no. We will stay focused on air conditioning and commercial refrigeration. These investments in terms of R&D expenses are going in energy efficiency improvement, in carbon decarbonization initiatives, which means it is a lot of electronics like variable frequency drives, uncontrolled, so on and so forth. In the commercial refrigeration, we are investing in bringing in again energy efficiency in both cold storages and deep freezers. We are also investing in developing products which are smaller capacity deep freezers. And in terms of manufacturing, we have capacity up to 1 million units today, and we have to reach 1.2 million in room air conditioners. In commercial air conditioning, we have to expand our manufacturing capacity in order to cater to the export markets, for which we are beginning to get orders. And if you are asking me in terms of what are the product variants within that, there are multiple. Say, for example, there is a product called centrifugal chillers. So we have been
Sure.
leaders in some particular type of chillers. We are expanding there. But clearly, this question is being asked: are we going to get into refrigerators or washing machines? No, we will stay focused on air conditioning and commercial
Right.
refrigeration for the foreseeable future.
Right, Mr. Thiagarajan, I believe time is short at your end. I'd just like to ask you on the expansion of your air conditioning capacity. The fact that the government of India has given a very, very strong PLI scheme to promote domestic manufacturing. What would be your capacity expansion that will be coming on stream over the next 18 months, and how will that impact margins, sir?
The capacity in about 18 months will reach something like 1.2 million units. Last year, we have sold around 8 lakh units. This year, we are aiming to sell around 1 million units, and 1.2 million units should happen within 18 months' time. Our market share goal is 15% there, from around 13.75 at present. By FY25, our goal is to reach a market share of 15%, which we are confident. Margins should improve because there are multiple initiatives that are going on. One is the product repositioning itself. Second is localization and backward integration. And City as a facility, or the Blue Star Climatic is the subsidiary which is set up there in City. It is strategically located because till now we were serving the southern region market from Himachal plants. So you can imagine the logistics cost that we would have incurred for the outbound material. Even incoming material, it was coming all the way from Navasheva port going to Himachal Pradesh. Now you have Chennai port or the Ennore port or the Krishnapatnam port located in closer to City factory. So therefore, there is huge logistic savings there. And City factory is also a state-of-the-art factory. When it reaches 1.2 million unit capacity, you can imagine the scale benefit also will flow in. So therefore, through the City factory, we will be also aiming to improve our margins.
Right. And final question to you, sir, is on debt. About 570 crores of debt is on your balance sheet, up 21% year on year. Sir, any chances that you would prepay this debt thanks to the strong QIP that you've done?
Yes, that is the plan. Actually, the placement documents explains that we have to retire some of the debt going forward.
Fine, Mr. Thiagarajan, it was such a pleasure to host you, sir. Our best wishes to you as far as the future expansion plan is concerned, and I'm sure we'll see an improvement in profitability, top line, as well as margin expansion. Thank you for your time, sir. And what is certain that companies such as Blue Star will give fabulous returns on a compounded basis, as is visible on the screen. Thank you so much.
Mr.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, Mr. Bhatnagar. Thank you, Sakshi.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.